Now on CoastTV News.
A warm front moved through Delmarva this morning, bringing mild temperatures. We're in the 40s and 50s, close to 60 degrees, and warm afternoons are on the way. Very warm conditions for Halloween. Details coming up.
If you're looking to early vote, you still have time and more hours to do so.
Deciding on District 3, we're looking at the race for Sussex County Council between incumbent Mark Schaefer and challenger Jane Grunebaum.
Food bank boost, how the Milford facility is spreading the word about its work and the effort to attract new volunteers.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, I'm Paige Barley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Working on a Wednesday page, and for some procrastinators out there, you still have some time to get the Halloween candy for tomorrow night.
That's right, but I don't know about your costume. A lot of the places that sell costumes around here, they are gone. I've tried.
You tried?
Yeah, because I waited too long for my costume.
A good fallback would be just throw on a football jersey.
Oh, very good point. That's a good point. I think the only football jersey I have right now is RG3 Redskins
You're
jersey.
old school.
Yeah, so I could be RG3 from his prime, but we'll see.
That fabulous rookie year.
That great rookie year. But let's bring in Bob now before we keep going down, football memory lane. Bob, this morning waking up and getting outside a lot different than yesterday.
Absolutely. Big time. And guys, I'm wondering if this may be a bad person if I'm dipping into the Halloween candy. No. Okay. I just don't want to be stealing from the kids, that's all, but it's just sitting out there on the counter. It's just so tempting. But it is not a frosty morning this morning. Much warmer, 40s and 50s. Wow, quite a bit warmer than yesterday. 50 in Georgetown and Seaford, Milton 53, and close to 60 at the beaches. Ocean City right now 62. And we're looking at winds now that have swung around to the southwest. And I did see a few little areas of fog this morning. Nothing major. Just keep that in mind. Make sure to use the low beams. Otherwise, we're looking at mainly clear skies. A warm front moved through, and ahead of that front, we're looking at rain to our east. Too bad we're not seeing that. Otherwise, it's a dome of warmth back to our west with sunshine, and then that will be building in as we go through the next couple of days right into Halloween. So let's walk you through it on Futurecast this morning. We're in the 50s and then 50s and 60s through the morning. By noon into the 70s, upper 70s as we go into the afternoon. Beautiful conditions, and then low to mid 70s at the beach. Is still very mild into this evening. So those winds do pick up out of the southwest. That means elevated fire danger as the fire risk continues. More on the drought conditions and the scary cast for Halloween coming up a little bit later on.
Bob, early voting on Delmarva has been in place for nearly a week, and new this morning some changes to those early voting hours. They're about to go into effect in Delaware.
Yeah, CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber's live right now at the early voting site in Rehoboth Beach. Elisa, people now have more options.
Matt and Paige, it's hard to believe that this time next week we will know who the next president of the United States will be, but if you don't want to wait until next week to vote, there is still time to early vote at sites just like this one. And instead of opening up at 11 a.m., early voting sites across the state of Delaware will open up in just 2 hours at 7 a.m. According to the Delaware Department of Elections, a total of 42,967 people have voted in Sussex County, and a total of 81,315 have voted in the entire state of Delaware. This week we saw President Joe Biden participate in early voting in Wilmington, and polls are open until 7 p.m. Later on, we're going to hear why some people prefer the early voting option. And early voting ends on November 3rd in Delaware, but in Maryland, it ends on Thursday. And if you want to early vote, head to coasttv.com for a full list of voting sites. Back to you.
All right, Elisa, thank you. New this morning, as part of our election preview coverage, we're highlighting a key race in Sussex County. This is the fight for County Council District 3 seat. Incumbent Republican Mark Schaefer has held this position since 2020. His challenger, Jane Grunebaum, co-founder of the Sussex Preservation Coalition. CoastTV News anchor Christina DiRoberta spoke with both candidates about the top issues facing Sussex County. Here's their take on a voluntary school assessment fee for developers to help fund school construction.
It's an impact fee on developers to help pay for the added cost on our schools of the students who will live in that development. It's a common sense impact fee. Jurisdictions throughout Delaware and throughout surrounding states have it. Our county council would not even take it up, would not even consider it.
And if you're concerned about building schools, you need to get on the phone and call your state senator and tell them to start building schools. It has nothing to do with county government. The VSA tax is a tax. We do not need more taxes. I am opposed to taxing people.
Now, the winner will serve a 4-year term on the Sussex County Council, and we'll have more from both candidates coming up later on CoastTV News Today.
And you just heard about this fee or tax. The Cape Henlopen School District is pushing for the Sussex County Council to approve it. What it would do? Well, according to school officials, developers would be charged a fee, and money from that will go towards school construction. Cape has been looking for money options after 2 referendums were defeated earlier this year. This does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know who should bear the cost of new school infrastructure.
Ooh, good question. Ooh, look at that. 87% of viewers voting for developers, 6% home buyers, 3% your local government, and 4% of you chiming in saying the state government. A couple more votes changing right there. Now more people voting for home buyers. But we're going to keep this poll open for a little bit now, so go to coasttv.com/vote or vote on our app.
And make sure to tune in to Coast TV for our preview week coverage. We continue to air exclusive candidate interviews focusing on the races that impact us all here on Delmarva. Our Decision 2024 preview week continues today.
We're now going to go take a live look at our nation's capital. It's here that just hours ago, Vice President Kamala Harris held a rally to give one of the final speeches of her campaign.
Yeah, this is Donald Trump held a rally in Pennsylvania on Tuesday while criticizing President Biden for derogatory comments made about Trump supporters.
NBC's Alice Barr shows us how each campaign has taken an even more contentious turn.
And I did this work.
In the final days of the presidential campaign, dueling speeches, former President Trump rallying supporters in Pennsylvania.
I'll protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our families.
As Vice President Harris delivered her closing argument.
I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to make your life better.
Speaking from the same spot where former President Trump rallied supporters before the January 6 Capitol attack, she warned a second Trump term would bring more serious consequences.
This is someone who is unstable, obsessed with revenge, consumed with grievance, and out for unchecked power.
The former president, meanwhile, seized on comments from President Biden, talking by Zoom with a Latino group about a comedian's racist joke at the Trump Madison Square Garden rally Sunday, calling Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
That's terrible. Remember Hillary? She said deplorable. That didn't work out. Garbage, I think, is worse, right?
President Biden later clarifying that he was referring to the, quote, hateful rhetoric about Puerto Rico spewed by Trump's supporter at his Madison Square Garden rally, adding, quote, his demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. The Trump campaign says the comedian's comments don't reflect Mr. Trump's views.
Probably he shouldn't have been there, yeah.
All as Vice President Harris seeks to cast herself as a unifier, arguing that former President Trump calls those who disagree with him the enemy, while
I'll give them a seat at the table.
Contrasting visions in a race down to the wire. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
New this morning, Delaware Governor John Carney announcing a new statewide student mentoring program. According to his office, there's a new website where volunteers can submit an application. And after a background check, the Delaware Department of Education will send the applications to school districts. Carney claims that the new program will create consistent background checks and training for all volunteers.
After months of pushback, the Golden Arches in Milton are getting close to the finish line. The McDonald's is expected to be open in early to mid-November. A sign on the property there saying that they're hiring, so if you're looking, go ahead. The property on Broadkill Road has a drive-through and 39 parking spaces.
2 teens are facing charges after Milford police say they arrested them. This after a traffic stop. Police say they pulled the pair over on Route 113 and 14. The officer learned that the 18-year-old driver from Dover did not have a valid driver's license. And police say they then discovered that the 16-year-old passenger from Georgetown was in possession of a loaded handgun. During a search of the car, officers said they also found another handgun.
Happening today, there's a chance to learn more about the Food Bank of Delaware's Healthy Pantry Initiative at its Milford facility. There's going to be an open house event where attendees will get a behind-the-scenes look and they'll learn about various volunteer roles and hear inspiring stories about the impact of their contributions. If you can't make it today between 10 and 11 a.m., there's going to be another open house tomorrow.
This morning, the Yankees are still alive in this year's World Series. Tuesday night in the Bronx, Anthony Volpe jacks this third-inning grand slam. Yankees take Game 4 by a score of 11-4. They still trail the Dodgers 3-1, and the Dodgers can still take the World Series in tonight's Game 5. We'll have more on Game 4 later on Coast TV News Today.
Right now, though, we're just getting started on Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, attention on Army Reserve Building. It's not received much in the years since the city of Lewis bought it, where the project stands to convert it to a municipal complex.
Also ahead, Delmarva drought dilemmas. We're telling you the lack of rain along the coast may not be as harmful to wineries as it is some local farms on the peninsula.
And Apple Intelligence, that's what they're calling its AI tool. What customers can expect from these new features. Coast TV News Today is back in a moment.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
As a math teacher, Matt Meyer knows that Delaware's tax system isn't adding up. So he has a plan to fix it. Give middle-class families a tax cut, invest in schools, and lower costs. But Mike Ramone's plan gives tax breaks to the ultra-rich, which could cut education by nearly $175 million. Matt Meyer knows these numbers don't add up. He'll make state taxes fair so families can get ahead. Vote Matt Meyer for governor.
The American Heart Association invites you to join the Southern Delaware Heart Walk. It's time to unite, take action, and save lives. Every walker who joins, every dollar donated means more people trained in life-saving CPR, more research, and more life-saving moments for everyone. Join us at the Southern Delaware Heart Walk on November 3rd at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Let's walk together to save lives. Register today at heart.org/SouthernDEWalk. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Just about 5:13 on a much warmer Wednesday morning. Spicer Brothers Camp 51 in Salisbury as we're looking at SU, and pretty good visibility out there. Maybe a few pockets of fog. Low 50s in Delmarva, 50 in Georgetown, 53 in Milton, 62 at Ocean City, so pretty mild at the beaches, 58 in Rehoboth right now, as the winds have swung around to the southwest, and that will continue to warm us up. So watch out for the patchy fog, just a few clouds. Otherwise, it's high pressure, warm front move through, and increasing warmth as we go through today right into Halloween. So for the kiddos off to the bus stop, a lighter jacket onto the school bus off to school 51. It is a cool start, and then this afternoon downright balmy for the end of October, looking at 76 and mostly sunny skies.
Happening this Saturday, the Lewis Farmers Market will have free health screenings from BB Healthcare. There will be blood pressure, glucose, and cholesterol checks, as well as flu shots. In addition, the market will collect donations to support local food pantries. Heads up for drivers on the lower shore. Starting tomorrow, expect some delays on Route 50 near Berlin for a paving project. Crews will be working east from the Wicomico County line to Old Ocean City Road. MDOT says, weather permitting, the work on this should be completed by December.
Some Apple customers who've downloaded the company's latest software update have most likely seen the new AI features the tech giant released on Monday. Dubbed Apple Intelligence, the features are the company's first set of generative AI tools that aim to change how people use their iPhones. Apple says the release is just a glimpse of what's to come, a bigger slate of AI features expected to come in December. Job openings fell to pre-pandemic levels in September. That's according to new data released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The decline in job openings is reflecting a labor market that slowed back to a pre-pandemic pace after years of blockbuster growth. Despite the slowed hiring, data shows workers still remain in demand. Still ahead this morning, Delmarva drought dilemmas. We're going to tell you how the lack of moisture for wineries could impact the taste of its wine.
Pretty mild out there this morning, especially along the coast. Right now we're at 62 in Ocean City on the Hershey Exteriors Cam. A warm breeze, in fact, very warm today, and heading into Halloween. I'll have the Scarecast and more on the drought conditions coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
For over 50 years, our mission at Herker Property Maintenance has been very clear. Deliver exceptional curb appeal to neighborhoods, businesses, and property management. Our team of highly trained professionals are committed to making your properties look attractive, clean, and professional, limiting your risk of issues arising. From landscaping to full-service exterior maintenance, Herker's your one-stop solution. Send your RFP to Herker Property Maintenance now and discover how Herker can save you thousands and elevate your property curb appeal.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sunder Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
They come together in pursuit of the one reward that sets the special few apart, the title of World Champion. The Breeders' Cup World Championships at Delmarva on NBC and Peacock.
Time is 5:17 as we get a live look at Ocean City and one of the channels there. And with trick-or-treating tomorrow, families, Bob, pressure here. They're hanging on your Halloween forecast.
And I think they will like it, Matt. We are looking at really nice conditions for Halloween. Very, very warm as we go into your Halloween. In fact, in the afternoon, I'm expecting highs right around 80. And then into the evening, temperatures pretty much in the 70s, 60s later in the evening. So we'll call it wickedly warm for the ghosts and goblins. But the downside to that is the winds will be up tomorrow and the drought conditions continue. Fire danger continues tomorrow, too. So we're up to 33 days now without rain. The last measurable rain was on the 27th of September. The record is 34 days, and we will tie that tomorrow. Right now, we're in second place with the top 5 driest periods, and number 1 is back in 2001, so we'll tie that on Halloween, and then we'll be in first place alone, basically, as we head into Friday. A slight chance of rain for Friday, more on that coming up, but it's mild out the door. 59 in Bethany Beach right now, 58 in Rehoboth, 51 in Delmarva, 50 in Seaford and Georgetown. Winds are light. They're coming out of the southwest. That's a warm direction. We do have a little bit of patchy fog out there right now. Nothing especially dense, but watch out for that. Otherwise, we're dry. There is some rain to our east and to the northeast with a warm front. We didn't see that, unfortunately, but we are going to see the warmth building in. There's a building ridge of high pressure, sinking air to the west, all through here, back through the Tennessee Valley and the Central Plains, and all that warmth is heading our way. There is a front that will trigger severe weather across the plains. There's even snow falling into the mountains right now. Here's Futurecast as we go through this morning. We're in the 50s and eventually 60s. A warm day. By noon, we're into the mid-70s, upper 70s from Georgetown to Selbyville, and even 70s at the beaches for this evening. And then tonight, with those southwest winds even stronger, we're looking at temperatures slowly falling through the 60s. In fact, by tomorrow morning, we're in the low to mid-60s, very mild. mild. And then moving into Halloween by the afternoon, look at this, 80 in Selbyville, 81 in Long Neck, 79 in Salisbury with 70s at the beaches. Once again, the stronger winds will elevate that fire danger. And then for the trick-or-treaters, mild, breezy, and dry. Thursday evening with 70s on the way. Even as you're wrapping up your trick-or-treating, still very mild. Then Friday, we do have a slight chance of showers as the front comes through. You can see some very light showers possible in the afternoon. Will it be measurable? Probably not, but there is that slight chance it could be. As we're looking at gusty southwest winds, especially as we head into Halloween afternoon, there's that front moving through. Behind it, it's much cooler for the weekend with a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures, well, pretty close to average. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 78 today, 80 on Thursday, Halloween, 79 Friday, much cooler 60s into the weekend. Clocks go back 1 hour Sunday morning as daylight saving time ends. Then heading into Election Day, looking mild and dry, right around 77 degrees. Umbrella giveaway winner today is Susan Sigvartson from Ocean View. Congratulations to Susan on her brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and CoastTV. And maybe one of these days she can use it.
Maybe, Bob. All right, thank you for that. Hey, we just heard Bob say that we have another dry day in store. As Delmarva's drought continues, so does the burn ban. But while many have been working to save their crops, some local wineries may actually get a nice benefit out of these dry October conditions. Apparently, this could help with the taste of that drink in your glass.
Really, a little bit of a drought as we come into harvest is better for us in the wine business because it concentrates sugar levels.
And while the dry conditions help their product up to a point, Rally Ward says you can only do so much without any rain.
The burn ban has been in effect for 2 weeks due to the heightened fire hazards from those dry conditions and strong winds. And now in Delaware, that ban has expanded to the sale and the use of fireworks. Bonfires and outdoor fires, those were already prohibited.
Up next, attention, an Army Reserve building will tell you what is next for Lewis City officials as they discuss plans for the facility on Savannah Road. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
PG County's full of corrupt politicians. Then there's Angela Also Brooks, a tax cheat for over a decade, skipped out on paying her bills. Now an investigative report shows Also Brooks operated in a legal rental property for 10 years. Did Also Brooks pay any taxes on her off-the-books slumlord scheme? What do you think? Prove it, Angela. Maryland deserves better. Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is committed to helping the communities that we are proud to power. We offer the lowest electric rates in the state and give millions of dollars in rebates to members during the holiday season. Each year, we offer hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding to local nonprofits. Safety programs teach students how to be safe around electrical equipment. And through educational opportunities and scholarships, we are empowering the next generation of co-op members. DEC is proud to keep the lights on, but prouder still to invest in the communities we serve.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture.
Is your cookware scratched inside and an eyesore on the outside? Introducing Gotham Steel Hammered Cream Cookware. Forged with an authentic hammered design, engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic. Gotham Steel features double the non-stick release. Now you can cook healthier without all the butter or oil. Get this huge 15-piece set for 4 payments of $49.99 with free shipping.
To order, call 1-800-513-6408.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Order now.
to demolish or to renovate? That is the debate about the Army Reserve building on Savannah Road in Lewis right now. That vacant building would be for the city of Lewis, the Board of Public Works, and the police. Lewis committed to buying that building back in 2022 with the idea of having more space for the city and BPW's growing staff. Some locals, though, are ready for a fresh start.
What's there right now really doesn't say much, and I'm sure there's lead pipes and all kinds of toxic materials inside the building, so I think it would probably be cost effective to demolish and start over.
The BPW says they are creating a subcommittee with the city to further discuss the future of that building. That project will be funded by the city and the BPW.
And we're joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Bob, I heard you say earlier, I'm holding you to it, balmy conditions.
Yes, I did. Breaking out the warm weather words for sure today. Even at the beaches, we're looking pretty warm. A cooler start with 50s, upper 50s, Fenwick Island and Ocean City. And then we're looking at lower 70s a little bit later on. A mix of sun and clouds. UV index is moderate. Waves around 2 to 3 feet. Farther up the coast, a mild ferry ride up to Cape May. 56 early on, 74 in Lewis at 5 p.m. Then Rehoboth, similar conditions. Cool early, then mid-70s as we go into the afternoon. 1 foot waves on the Chesapeake Bay. Cambridge, 57 early, then up to 74 later, and then Chrisfield a little cooler for you with upper 60s, and we're looking at scary warm conditions into Halloween. Then cooler for the weekend, maybe a slight chance of rain, more in your forecast coming up a little bit later in the newscast.
Thank you, Bob. Also coming up after the break, Milton McDonald's is moving forward. We're going to tell you the latest development marking a step forward to opening day.
Also, District 3 divide. We take a look at this race for Sussex County Council.
And new times for early voting in Delaware. We're telling you why one person says they prefer to voice their choice ahead of time. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Middays with April, weekdays from 10 to 3 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Critter Getters.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Shop, play, learn, explore at the OC RV and Van Lifestyle Show, the premier gathering for RV enthusiasts and outdoor lovers. From October 31st to November 3rd, the Ocean City Convention Center transforms into a hub of excitement and exploration. With RVs, custom vans, e-bike, golf cart, and boat test ride zones, seminars, water sports, power sports, and a wide selection of the latest gear, you'll find everything you need to enhance your next adventure. Enjoy BMX and skateboarding competitions, tiki boat cruises, and more. Buy tickets and explore with us at OCRVshow.com.
Now on Coast TV News.
A warm front moved through Delmarva, bringing mild temperatures this morning. We're in the 40s and 50s out the door with warm afternoons on the way. Very warm conditions for Halloween. Details coming up.
Early voting just got a little earlier. Everything you need to know if you're looking to hit the polls before November 5th.
A few days left to decide. We're looking at the race for Sussex County Council between incumbent Mark Schaefer and challenger Jane Grunebaum.
Start for a new school. That's what we saw with groundbreaking at Sussex Tech. We have the vision for its upgraded facilities.
This is Coast TV News Today.
October 30th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:29. We're making our way out on Wednesday. It's a Wednesday that we'll see a bit of a warm-up today.
Yeah, we're already feeling that warm-up, honestly. I was waiting for the shock when I stepped outside this morning.
Yeah.
It just didn't come. So don't worry about that. I think it was a good thing. So we're going to bring in Bob right now. Bob, definitely a lot warmer, but it's almost something we're not used to today.
Absolutely. We're used to bracing ourselves walking outside, ready for the cold, and then it's like, oh, this is not bad. And it's not bad this morning. Look at this. No frost with 40s and 50s, 51 in Salisbury and Delmarva, 52 in Milton, even close to 60 in Bethany Beach and Rehoboth right now. And light winds, even a southwesterly breeze out there, and that will continue to warm us up. Could see a little bit of patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly clear skies. As we zoom out the view, you can see a warm front to our east, even some rain along this front back up towards Cape Cod and Nantucket. Too bad we didn't get in on that rain, but we're going to be dry as high pressure builds in, and it's warm high pressure that will keep us pretty warm right into Halloween. So Futurecast warms us quickly this morning. Mid-morning 61 in Seaford, Lewis, and Rehoboth at 60 degrees, and then look at this, by noon we shoot up into the 70s, upper 70s by 3 o'clock. A little cooler at the beaches, but still really nice as those southwest winds will be warming us up pretty quickly. Drivecast this morning, watch out for that patchy fog. That's why I gave it the yellow light for the morning commute, and then in good shape this afternoon, green light with mild to warm conditions.
Thank you so much. Now, the election just 6 days away. You don't have to wait, though, until November 5th to cast your vote. Early voting in Delaware, it's been underway since Friday, October 29th. But now those times are going to change.
And Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live at the early voting site on Coastal Highway. She's in Rehoboth Beach. Elisa, people very soon will have more time for early voting.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, it's hard to believe that this time next week we're going to know who the next president of the United States is. But if you don't want to wait until next week to vote, you can still early vote at sites like this one here in Delaware. And instead of opening up at 11 a.m., all early voting sites across the entire state will open in less than 2 hours at 7 a.m. According to the Delaware Department of Elections, a total of 42,967 people have already early voted in Sussex County, and a total of 81,315 have voted in the entire state of Delaware. This week, we saw President Biden participate in early voting in Wilmington. Polls are open until 7 p.m. We asked one voter why they prefer the early voting option as opposed to waiting for Election Day.
I think early voting is great. A person like I who works in San Francisco half the time gives me the opportunity to vote, do my part for the community and the state and country. I wouldn't have that opportunity otherwise.
If you're looking to participate in early voting, you can head to CoastTV.com for a full list of voting sites. Back to you.
Lisa Weber, thank you for that. 6 days until Election Day, and a key race we are tracking is the fight for Sussex County Council District 3. Incumbent Mark Schaefer is seeking a second term. His challenger, Jane Grudenbaum, is the co-founder of the Sussex Preservation Coalition. It's a 4-year term that is on the line for Sussex County Council. We'll hear from both candidates tonight at 6.
On the national front, both Vice President Harris and former President Trump wrapping up their campaign as this election inches closer. The rocky race has turned even more contentious between the political rivals. The two both held rallies on Tuesday to further emphasize their policies.
I'll protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our families.
I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to make your life better.
Of course, with just less than a week away from Election Day, Vice President and both candidates really they're sticking to their contrasting visions in a race that's really down to the wire.
Golden Arches in Milton, they're getting closer. McDonald's is expected to open in early to mid-November. Here's a look at what is going on right now. A sign on the property says they are hiring. The property on Rodkill Road has a drive-through and 39 parking spaces. Happening today, there's a chance to learn more about the Food Bank of Delaware's Health Pantry Initiative at its Milford facility. There's going to be an open house. That's where attendees will get a behind-the-scenes look to learn about various volunteer roles and hear inspiring stories about the impact of their contributions. And if you can't make it today, between 10 and 11 a.m., there will be another open house on Thursday.
Breaking ground, a new and improved Sussex Tech is now on the horizon.
It was an exciting day in Georgetown. Shovels going into the dirt, commemorating a ceremonial start to construction for a brand new Sussex Tech High School. And as Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, students and staff are thrilled.
clapping, cheering, and digging. A big crowd was on hand Tuesday for the groundbreaking of the new Sussex Tech High School in Georgetown. Students, faculty, and community members all making it out for the ceremonial event.
I think that it'll definitely help future students coming in, probably be more structured and more formal and possibly better education and better campus.
Samantha Haas is an alumnus on the school board. She says she is optimistic for what's to come.
Bigger, they're opening up so many more doors for more students to come here. They're also opening up more doors for different areas to be added on. So it's really exciting for the future of our students.
Superintendent Dr. Kevin E. Carson feels like this new building will make a real difference in the community.
We're extremely excited about the opportunity that the new Sussex Technical High School brings for our students, both day and evening. It's going to be exciting. Workforce demands are increasing in our county, and this is going to allow us to grow significantly.
The new building will not be ready until closer to 2027. But once the doors open, the school says they will be able to offer more classes, clubs, and opportunity to their students. This right here is where the new school building will be located, and although there's still lots of work to be done before it's ready, students and faculty at the groundbreaking today are super excited and looking forward to what's to come. In Georgetown, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
A lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, hotel poaches parkland. We're going to tell you the potential plans of One Ocean City Hotel and how it would decrease the size of a park already in that area.
Also, high school field hockey region finals, the guarantee from Tuesday that one Bayside Conference team will play in Maryland's Final Four.
And over 25 of these balloon boxes exist in Dewey Beach. Officials say you can get some in your neighborhood. Stick with us on Coast TV News today.
We salute Ryan Wilkinson. Ryan is a dedicated individual who serves his community not only as a firefighter with the Allen Volunteer Fire Company and the Rescue Fire Company in Cambridge, but also as an EMT. He also holds the position of Assistant Treasurer at the Rescue Fire Company. His multifaceted contributions to public safety and community resilience are invaluable. We salute Ryan Wilkinson for his steadfast service and leadership, which significantly impact the safety and well-being of his community.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
It is 5:39 on this milder Wednesday morning. Tidal Health Cam 51, good visibility, dry roads, maybe a little bit of patchy fog, but you can see these temperatures much warmer than they have been in the low to mid 50s inland, close to 60 at the beaches right now, as we do have a light southwest wind, and that wind will really warm us up today, as we do have a little bit of cloudiness, maybe a little bit of patchy fog, not a big deal, but the big story is warm high pressure and a big time warm up. I am going to toot my own horn in here and say, wow, my putts have been like excellent lately. Just saying. 77, cool start, a warm afternoon, looking good on the golf course. And make sure you call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
28 Bloom boxes lined along Route 1 in Dewey Beach this year. Dewey and Bloom says the boxes are now showcasing seasonal flowers. And if you're interested in getting one installed on your street, you can check it out on the Dewey Beach website.
The Salisbury Zoo recently welcomed Lily, a white-tailed deer fawn, born in July, to her mother, Rosie. We're going to show you right there. It's in front of her. The city says Lily's arrival was actually unexpected. They didn't know her mom, who came into the zoo in March, was even pregnant. It happens. Soon, Lily will join Rosie and the other deer in the exhibit for visitors to enjoy.
Put the brooms away. No sweep in the World Series. Yankees got off the mat in this year's Fall Classic and gave their fans something to be excited about. There were some bombs in the Bronx in Game 4 against the Dodgers. Now, these guys at Yankee Stadium, they have not lost the faith, though it did not look good early. We go first inning. Freddie Freeman, how about this? A record-breaking 6th consecutive World Series game with a home run. The shot gives the Dodgers a 2-0 lead. 2-1 Yankees in the third. That's when Anthony Volpe does that. 2-out, grand slam. And yes, the joy is back in the Bronx. Yankees go on to win 11-4. They will attempt to do it again tonight. Dodgers lead the series 3-1. Game 5 tonight in New York.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. Region titles on the line last night, not just on the soccer pitch, but also in field hockey action. These teams trying to keep their postseason hopes alive in the Bayside North. It's the Lions and the Buccaneers battling it out on the field hockey pitch in Centerville, Maryland. So that's where we will go. The 2A East Region 1 title on the line between Queen Anne's County and Kent Island. We're going to start things off with the Lions on a corner, getting it to the outside, and then finding Haley Cole, and she scores. We're going to have to take another look and slow things down. A beauty of some passes, and then the shot by Cole puts this team up 1-0, and that was all they needed. The Queen Anne's County Lions win the 2A Region 1 title 1-0, and it will be a dramatic ending to see who wins the Henlopen North Division tonight. Cape Henlopen and Caesarani tied during the regular season play and finished 6-0-1 in the division. The tiebreaker will determine the North winner, and we will have it live right here on the Delmarva Sports Network tonight at 6 p.m. Boys soccer in Delaware has been must-watch all year long, and now a fight to get to the conference championship will be hosted at Milford High School. That'll for us for now. Have a great day, everybody.
And coming up tonight on DSN, your game of the night is at 6. Watch as Cape Henlopen Vikings take on Cesar Rodney in boys soccer. At 8, it's Pocomoke Field Hockey, the Susan Pusey story. And at 10:30, rewatch all the action from the game of the night on the final score at 10:30. If that's not enough for you, DSN Plus has some exclusive games in store, along with the game of the night we just mentioned. At 3:30, it's South River versus Severna Park in boys soccer. 6:15, you can watch Appoquinimink take on Caraville Academy in boys soccer.
Got some movie news now, beginning with a new honor for a 5-time Oscar winner. Here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
I, like you, was entranced by the films I saw when I was young. And
the American Film Institute is giving Francis Ford Coppola what it calls America's highest honor for a career in film. The iconic filmmaker is set to receive the 50th AFI Life Achievement Award at a gala tribute in Los Angeles next April. Coppola's films The Godfather, The Godfather Part 2, and Apocalypse Now are all on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies list.
If I get married to an American, I wouldn't have to go back to Russia.
On the other coast, nominations are out for the Gotham Awards. Anora is up for Best Feature, along with Baby Girl starring Nicole Kidman, the Zendaya tennis drama Challengers, A Different Man starring Sebastian Stan, and Nickel Boys, based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel. This year's Gotham Awards are set for December 2nd in New York.
was a wise old queen who taught me that I had a duty to live, to conquer hate with knowledge and sincerity and love.
The difficulty is to convince someone else he is really part of you.
Here's your first look at Luca Guadagnino's new movie, Queer. Daniel Craig plays a lonely American living in Mexico City in 1950 in the drama based on the William S. Burroughs novel. Drew Starkey and Leslie Manville co-star. Queer opens in theaters November 27th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
We're looking at a milder start this morning, 51 in Salisbury. Good visibility on the Spicer Brothers Camp, maybe a little fog where you are. Otherwise, very warm weather today and heading into Halloween. I'll have the Scarecast and more on the drought conditions coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on CoastTV.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone. Both on the front and through the back, even if the paper is held up to the light. Even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2024 Mayor Institute Finraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 16th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, and a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The Finraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayerinstitute.org.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count.
Time is now 5:47 on your Wednesday. We're going to go take a live look at Ocean City. I think that'd be a great place to be today, Bob. Maybe walk along the boardwalk, maybe a little bit of the water today.
I would think so. That would be a great place to be for sure. That water is getting kind of chilly. Water temperatures now in the low to mid 60s. Let's talk about the fall foliage report. And then we are seeing some beautiful colors all across Delmarva. We are now peaking across the area, and a lot of those leaves are now falling too, especially those windy days. It's going to be windy and wickedly warm heading into Halloween. I'm expecting a high around 80 degrees, but for the trick-or-treaters, mainly 70s tomorrow evening, and then falling into the 60s, so very comfortable for the ghosts and goblins. Make sure everybody stays careful out there and drives carefully with the trick-or-treaters. 51 in Salisbury and Delmar right now, 52 in Seaford, 50 in Georgetown, 59 in Bethany Beach, and Rehoboth right now, you're at 57. And we're seeing winds coming out of the southwest. Some places it's calm, others a little bit of a southwest breeze, and that will really warm us up today as we're looking at mainly clear skies right now, maybe a little bit of patchy fog, just a few clouds. We did have a warm front move through earlier, and along and ahead of that front, we are seeing some showers up across the northeast up into Cape Cod. We didn't see any rain. We're going to be seeing dry conditions and a building ridge, a warm ridge. That's sinking air, and that will be building in the next couple of days. You can see this big dome here. This is the very warm air. There is a front across the plains that will eventually head our way. They could see some severe weather there today. And in the colder air, it is snowing into Colorado and Wyoming. It's already wintertime out there. Not here. It's going to be feeling like summer for us. Futurecast has us in the 50s, lower 60s by mid-morning, and by lunchtime, take that lunch outside. We're into the low to mid 70s. A little cooler at the beaches, low to mid 70s there around 2:30, but Georgetown and Millsboro around 70, 77 degrees, 78 in some places, very mild this evening, and a slow decline in temperatures as we go through tonight into your Thursday morning. Look at this. By 4 a.m., we're still in the 60s. That means a very warm Halloween. By the afternoon, 80 in Millsboro, 81 in Long Neck with breezy conditions as well. So with that wind, that will elevate the fire danger. So we have to be careful of that. 78 Bethany Beach, Dewey Beach at 73. And for the trick-or-treaters, looking really nice. We're into the lower 70s into the evening hours, some clouds. And boy, it's still really mild as we go through the overnight. Then on Friday, mild in the morning. And here comes the front in the afternoon. Could that break our dry spell? If we get measurable rain in Georgetown, it would, but right now, probably just a few sprinkles as we're looking at breezy conditions, especially as we go into Halloween. By the afternoon, winds gusting over 25 miles per hour, elevating that fire danger. And there's that front sliding through Friday, and behind it, we're looking at sunshine and clouds as we go into the upcoming weekend, and much cooler. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, upper 70s to 80 on Halloween, 79 on Friday, cooler 60s for the weekend. Clocks go back 1 hour Sunday morning, and then a warm up towards Election Day with a high of 77 and partly cloudy skies.
Thank you, Bob. We have an update on the attendance at the Sea Witch Festival this year. Now, earlier in the week, we told you that attendance had surpassed 2023. Got some numbers now to back that up. Carol Everhart with the Chamber of Commerce has given some approximate figures. Friday, 50,000 people took part in Sea Witch events. And then Saturday, a staggering 115,000 people. 115,000. They enjoyed the festivities that included the parade. And then on Sunday, another 60,000 people. Add it all up, you get 225,000, which is roughly 25,000 more than last year.
Some plans for a new hotel right next to Sunset Park in Ocean City causing some problems. The company wants to build a new hotel right in downtown OC, but a planned fire lane would actually cut into a park. So what that would mean is trimming about 2 feet of some of those trellises, replacing the entrance curbing with a standard driveway style curb. It would also prohibit fixed objects like tents and food trucks from occupying that area. A public hearing is planned for Monday, November 18th.
Up next, Healing Election Anxiety will show you how to deal with any intense feelings surrounding the campaign season.
And we're looking at clear skies this morning, 61 in Ocean City, very mild. It will be a warm day and really warm heading into Halloween. I'll have your 10-day forecast, which includes a cool down for the weekend after the break.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Day. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
With more than 25 years of surgical expertise, Dr. Julie Berry is now accepting new patients at Tidal Health Ear, Nose, and Throat Surgery. Dr. Berry offers specialized care for a wide range of general ear, nose, and throat disorders. Whether you're dealing with chronic sinus issues or require advanced surgical intervention, Dr. Berry is here to provide expert care tailored to your specific needs. Discover the difference that expert care can make. Schedule your appointment today.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
We've been talking about it this morning, just a few days away from the 2024 presidential election, and no matter your views, there are likely a lot of different emotions you're feeling.
Some can even affect your sleep. So Mandy Gaither shows us something called electsomnia,
Okay.
Now you can help manage these symptoms.
If this election is causing you to lose sleep, you're not alone.
We call it electsomnia, so it's insomnia linked with the election season.
Sleep specialist Michelle Drerup with Cleveland Clinic says in her clinical practice, she's seeing more people being triggered with election-related sleep issues. She says the election can worsen symptoms in those who already struggle with insomnia and can also trigger sleep issues in those who don't have chronic sleep problems.
The person has difficulty falling asleep, and they may be kind of thinking about the election or potentially what the future might look like, waking up in the middle of the night and struggling to fall back asleep, or even just poor sleep quality.
Drerup says to prioritize sleep before you even go to bed by limiting social media and election news exposure, which can worsen stress and add to sleep difficulties. Also, be aware of your negative thoughts and challenge them.
Just try to stay in the moment of where things are at right now.
Finally, Drerup says not to focus on the election what ifs, instead zone in on things you can manage.
We have survived many elections. We'll get through this, right? It's only 4 years, trying to figure out what I do have the ability to control. I'm going to go out and vote. I'm trying to, do things to support others to vote. So thinking about what I can do versus a lot of what's out of my control.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's 5:56 now. Time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
Today's Coastal Pet of the Day is honoring their mom in a very special way during this special month. On your screen, this adorable dog is sending love to his mom who's fighting breast cancer, and they're wearing pink in support of her. This gesture means even more as October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and this picture was submitted to us by the family in Fenwick Island.
I love that. Is my favorite pet of the
awesome.
week this week. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
That's great. And hey, if you're fighting breast cancer, we are thinking of you. We support you. And for all of you, don't forget, keep sending us more photos of your pets. We love seeing them. Tell us what makes them so special.
Yeah, scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
That's right. All right, 5:57. Time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
And one final check in this hour with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. A warmer Wednesday, Bob.
No, don't need the ice scraper this morning or the really heavy jacket. We're looking at temperatures beginning in the 50s, even close to 60 at the beaches, and a big warm up today with the southwest breeze. We're warming into the mid to upper 70s, around 77 at 3 o'clock inland areas. I'm going a little warmer, 78, but a little cooler at the beaches. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 80 for Halloween, looking at 70s for the trick-or-treaters and dry. 79 on Friday, maybe a sprinkle with the cold front. Cooler 60s this weekend. Clocks go back 1 hour Sunday morning. Good idea to check the batteries, smoke detectors and CO detectors, and then warm for Election Day around 77. And yes, that's a raindrop for Thursday, 71.
Up at 6, early voting is underway in Delaware, but there is now a longer time frame to do so. I have all the information you need to know if you want to head to the polls before November 5th. We have that and more when Coast TV News Today returns.